Good morning, students. Today I want to go over how to find the equation of a line when you're given 2 points. So our favorite form of a line is this one. This is nice when they give us the slope and when they give us the intercept, right? Or the y-intercept. Well, here they've given us neither, but they gave us a way to find the slope. So if you remember, when we go back to the equation, the slope equation, it's the difference of the x's and the difference of the y's, or that change in y over change in x. Okay, so we're gonna plug these guys into here and get an answer for the slope. So the first step is to choose one point to be 0.1 and the other point to be 0.2, so that you can assign them x1, y1, x2, y2, and it really doesn't matter which one is which. So I'm gonna call this one x1, y1, and I'm gonna call this one x2, y2. Okay, I could have called this first point x2, y2, and this one x1, y1, but it doesn't really matter, okay? So here we go. The only difference that would happen is that, like, if my slope came out negative and I have a negative on top, if you called these points backwards, your negative would be at the bottom. So let's say I got -1/2, you would get 1 over -2. But really, that's just a -1/2 either way, right? So here we go. Let's plug them in. This spot is for y2. Y2, we chose to be 9. And then these minuses, people tend to forget about them. So maybe we should put them down before we even start. And then here's the spot for y1, which is this one. So y1 is -7. Interesting, huh? We got that double negative stuff going on here. We'll take care of that right now. So next, this one is x2, which is this one. And this is a spot for x1, which is that one. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is I'm going to rewrite this with pluses, right? Because those two negatives, or the negative minus, makes a positive. So this will be like 9 plus 7 over -6 plus 4. So here we go. 9 plus 7 will give me 16. And -6 plus 4. Okay, so I owe 6, but I have 4. If I pay those 4, this will be -2, right? It's negative because the 6 was bigger than the 4. And how much bigger? It's bigger by 2. And we can reduce this. You can divide them each by 2 and get 8 over -1. And if we're going to graph, maybe we'd like to use this. But since we're not going to graph, we're just going to say that our slope is going to be -8. Cool? So it's 8 divided by -1, just -8, okay? I'm going to scratch this off right here so that we can use this space to finish this problem. Okay, so now we can take this and we can plug them right there, right? We know a piece of the information. Okay, so if you remember, the GD test is mostly multiple choice. So you're looking for anything that has a -8 right there, and those options will stay alive. You can eliminate the other options. If there's only one that has a -8 here, then you're done. You don't even have to find the B. But suppose there was 2 options, like A and D have a -8. So we're going to have to find this one. So now it's kind of tough because there's 3 things that we don't know here. We don't know Y, we don't know X, and we don't know B. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in a Y and an X so that we can find that Y-intercept. Okay, and we have to pick a point to plug in. That's to say, we either have to plug this one in or this one in. Okay, so I don't know. Let's just plug the first one in. So I'm going to use X as -4, and I'm going to use Y as -7. Again, I got these from this one. I could have got them from this one also. Okay, so either one is fine. Just make sure you take the whole point. You use this X with this Y. That's to say, don't use this X with that Y, right? Okay, so here we go. We're going to plug these in, and then we're going to see how it goes. Okay, and now we can begin to solve for B using our are 5 steps. First is cross multiply for proportions, which is not, this is not a proportion. Second is to distribute, and there's a distribution that has to happen here. So just to do it in pieces, -8 times -4 gives me a 32, right? And it's positive because it's negative times a negative. And then I'll just bring down my plus b. So now that we've done that, we can go on to combine. He's all by himself, nothing to combine. And these two don't combine because they're not like terms. So then we can go on to step 4, which is separate letters from numbers. So I'm going to make the right side to be my letter side and my left side to be my number side. Okay, the reason why I chose the right side to be my letter side is because the letter's already there, right? So we're looking for the thing that shouldn't be where it is right now. So this is a number, and he's over here on the number side, so that's okay. This is a number, his side is over there, and he's over here on the letter side. So he's going to be a problem. We'll take care of it right now. B is a letter, and he's on the letter side. So that's okay. So the only thing here that's in the wrong place is this 32. So if you remember, this separate is my step 4, and the only tools that I can use at this step are plus or minus, right? Addition and subtraction. So to get rid of this 32, let's say I try to add 32. So 32 plus 32 makes 64. So we didn't get rid of anything, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take away 32, right? Since these 32 were positive, we have to take away or cancel them with these guys. So that'll make a 0, and that's what I want. 32 take away 32 is nothing. But these used to be equal, and now I've made it unequal, right? So I got to take away 32 from this side as well. So now that we've done that, now we can get our subtotals. -7 and -32 will give me a total of -39. And then on this side, we could bring down my plus b, or just b. We could say b is -39. Cool. So check it out. We had the slope before, now we have the b. We're ready to write that whole equation up there, right? So y equals m. Our m is -8 x plus b, and I'll go plus b, and b is -39. So technically we're done, except that this doesn't look nice, right? This plus negative thing going on here. So those signs, we say that we multiply the signs, right? A positive and a negative. Multiply will give me a negative sign. So this will be -39. And then I'm done right there. Cool. This was from the rule of negative numbers. Like a positive times a negative gives me a negative, right? Different sign, negative answer. Had they been the same sign, then they would give me a positive answer. Like up here, right? Negative gave me a positive. Okay. So try these. Post any questions below, and good luck.